Thank you. Good afternoon. Regular session, Nogales Housing Authority Board of Commissioners meeting, 5 p.m. Wednesday, April 10th, 2024. City Hall Complex Council Chambers. I call this meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Yeah. Mr. Verbois, do us the honor.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Any call to public, Letty? Thank you. Item number 4, Director's Report. Ms. Cervantes.
Good afternoon. Thank you. On our report, you'll see that under public housing, we actually have 219 existing leases this month, 4 ready to lease, 1 on turnaround status, and 2 offline for modernization. We had 4 move-ins, which were the units that were upgraded and ready to go. So we have the 4 move-ins, but we did have 2 move-outs. 1 transfer, so we had 1 tenant from another unit within kitchen move into one of the new ones as well, and that's one of the ones that went on to offline, so we could modernize that one. Our target goal is 98%, and we are almost there. We're at 97.7%, which is a big increase from where we were before, and at our last meeting with our state office, I did find out that our percentage is even higher than the state percentage at the time. So I'm very proud of our staff. Thank you. Under maintenance, we had 73 work orders, out of which 68 were completed. The ones pending were actual clotheslines that are being moved from front yards to backyards, and our drill to actually make the holes for the clothesline broke. So that's why we didn't finish off the orders for the month, but that's what was pending. We did have 1 unit made ready. We do not have any in turnaround status, and we had 11 callbacks throughout the month. Under our voucher program, HCV, we had 160 executed leases, 17 available vouchers now. So what happened was that a lot of them were up for expiration. We did retrieve them. We're on top of all of them. And if you look down at her actual interviews, she had 6 people show up for interviews out of 29 that were scheduled. So there seems to be a big gap or imbalance there between our waiting list, the people actually showing up for interviews, and what we're able to lease out. But we are diligently working on setting up those interviews and getting those people in. And the process is pretty lengthy because we have to give them 2 opportunities. So we send out a letter, we call them, they're no-shows, and we have to go through the process again. So they get 2 opportunities before they're actually taken off the list.
And they're not
yes, sir.
Are they not required to stay in contact with you as far as still being in need of the apartment or the house?
Yes, they are. And we actually have a process. It's a purging process. And we went through the whole purging process in December. So they have so many days to get back to us with their actual information. And whoever does not get back to us is taken off the list. So that's what we're working on there. This list, however, is closed right now. So we will be opening it pretty soon in the near future because our numbers are going down and we're not getting the people in. We have the vouchers available. Project-based, we have that one lingering one. Well, we had him lingering as of March 30th when this report was run. However, I am proud to say that he has moved in. So we have 20 out of 20, but his lease was set up for the 1st of April. So by next month, we have the 20 out of 20 at Bowman. And at Bowman, we have 14 on that waiting list now. Stability vouchers. Our stability vouchers, out of 5, we have 3 leased, 1 on the street, and 1 poured out. The one that was on the street, again, is the same circumstance. She moved in April 1st, so we do not have any stability vouchers out on the street as of today. We have 4 leased, and we have the one that was poured out to Phoenix, and we're waiting to see if they're gonna absorb or not. So that's on the actual vouchers. I went ahead and put the emergency one in the back just because of the reason that we're still funding those, however, they're not available. So if any of those vouchers expire, if they lose it for any reason, it's not readily available to reissue. We're done with emergency vouchers.
This was from COVID, right?
Yes, yes. Any questions on that report?
I don't like part. Any? Continue.
From the last meeting, we decided that we would go over our budget on a monthly basis as well. So up until March 30th, these are the expenditures on our budget. The lighter colors, because I do not have a color printer, are not red. However, the ones in a lighter tone should be red. So those are the ones by line item that are negative. However, at the bottom, you'll see that we still have a substantial $231,582. Any questions on the budget?
No, I don't see anything.
No.
How do you feel about what's left for June, July?
Actually, our fiscal year ended March 30th.
Okay.
We should be fine with these totals here. We shouldn't have a problem with it at all.
Do you have anything that use it or lose it?
No.
Okay.
I mean, whatever doesn't get used, we do not, it doesn't roll over. But we'll cover it once we look at the numbers. We're waiting for our closeout report, which I will bring hopefully next meeting, if not the one after. We're waiting on Lindsay to provide the year-end report, and there you'll see how everything balanced out and what's really left over.
Okay.
This was a short and sweet meeting. However, I do have to forewarn. Our annual plan, which was approved and submitted in January in a timely fashion, was returned to me. We have HOTMA, which is a Housing Opportunity Through Modernization Act, which was signed into law back in 2016, but will be completely implemented by all housing authorities this year. We will implement that along with Inspire September 5th. Because it's within our annual, it has to be included in our annual plan, which was not. Even though it's not until September, it should have been included in the plan in January. In order to include it, we have to change policy, which is being affected by HOTMA. HOTMA will affect significant changes to income calculation, family assets, income reviews, and that will go for both Section 8 and public housing. So next meeting, we will have a lot of policy changes coming back. Once we get the policy changes reviewed and accepted, then we will go through the whole process again of the 45 days and resubmitting the annual. Any questions on that?
Will we be punished for?
No. And it was actually submitted in a timely fashion. That was when I mentioned this before at the last meeting, when our portfolio specialist had actually found out that we're the only housing authority that doesn't have the normal fiscal year from June to July. That's how she found out, because she was sending out a letter advising to make sure that we included all this in our annual, and I had already submitted my annual. So because of that, she just sent back a letter saying, I'm sending it back to you. She did only give us 60 days, but because that's what their policy reads, but I asked for an extension, whatever I need to get it through. Right now, the way we're looking at things, we're looking at June, maybe July, to actually get this submitted again. But she said that she'll work with us whatever time we need because of the fact that we weren't notified before. So, but no, there is no punishment. But since you did bring that up, I am in the process of getting the correct numbers for the last time that monies were not obligated. We will lose a big chunk of our grants, and I will let you know exactly what that amount is as soon as I get that cleared up. And that will be for 2023 grants allocated. So that will change our 5-year plan drastically, depending on the money that's actually allocated compared to what
And that's because we're not approved yet?
That was because the funding wasn't allocated on time.
Okay.
Any questions on that? No?
No, just keep us posted.
Okay, that's all I have on my report, unless you have other questions or concerns, comments.
Anybody have questions? No? No, Manita, again, thank you for the great job you're doing. Just keep us posted. I hope this Hotma and the Inspire situation gets, we get all their support, because you can't change something you didn't know, but I think it's, more of their fault of not notifying us. Okay. Any future items for the agenda?
I warned you about my future items. That's all I have.
Just keep us posted on this issue and
I will.
see if you need any help.
Thank you.
Okay,
Okay.
that's it. Move to adjourn this meeting. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Right.
Thank
Meeting
you.
adjourned.